Good evening out there. You're welcome to another Sunday Tonic Weekend Delight on Nta Abeokuta, where we always bring you the happenings in the society. Today we go on a trip, that delightful trip on Nta Abeokuta. You know, the Crescent University Abeokuta is 20 years. And that is why the management of the institution called a press conference to talk about the achievements of the institution.
Crescent University Abeokuta has been at the forefront of churning out quality graduates that have the capacity to take up future leadership positions. The institution has not deviated from the vision of its founding father, Prince Bola Ajibola, who laid the solid foundation for academic excellence 20 years ago.
Products of this university clinch international appointments in blue-chip companies across the world. It's not a one-off, but a continuous success story of our university. Specifically, 2 products from our Department of Mass Communication have got highly competitive jobs from the BBC. Many of our products have now become entrepreneurs and employers of labor. Our Department of Nursing has also recorded 100% in registration of nursing and registration of midwifery professional examinations.
The students who came from the north, south, east and west nationwide, the management team acknowledged are not in any way doing bad in their various fields of studies in line with international best practices.
Our first-class students are world-class students. A 400 level student of the college came first in the parliamentary system support group. We're also proud of our law students who did our university proud at the 31st V-Smooth Court Arbitration Competition in the International Chamber of Commerce in Paris.
Other members of the management believe that leveraging on information and computer technology through the introduction of new courses coupled with unrivaled research work and capacity development with the setting up of world-class CBT Center are but tips of the iceberg when it comes to quality learning.
We have 2 laboratories that we are developing in cybersecurity and software engineering. Those are new courses that will come in the next section. This is also very, very important that the College of Information Science has grown considerably. The demand has been phenomenal because of the demand for programmers and demand for technologically driven professionals. So you can see how technology is changing, that the people in Spain are teaching our students in Abeokuta.
They identified inadequate power supply as one of the greatest challenges facing the institution.
They have put us on band A, that is one. They have also removed us from the same tariff other public universities will enjoy. They are treating Crescent as a private business.
What then are the expectations of the general public from the 20th anniversary celebration?
Our forthcoming convocation will also be a 20th anniversary convocation. There are other specific events such as appreciation of those who have been part and parcel of the university's development, awards for alumni. There are also sporting activities that will follow.
While appreciating some well-meaning philanthropists and state governments for their generous donations towards the development of the school, the management team appealed to the federal government to support private tertiary institutions across the country by disbursing Tertiary Education Trust Fund to them. In Abeokuta, Akim Jimo, NTA News.
Yes, still on education. If you attended secondary school or grammar school, yes, you must have also attended primary school. But the stage in life is secondary school, when you still remember some of your classmates. And that is why we are talking about the Alumni Association, old students stuff. And that is the reason why the old students of African Church Grammar School, Abeokuta, they are celebrating 50 years of graduation from that school. And one of the students is the former governor of Ogun State, Senator Ibikunle Amosun, who ensure that his colleagues and advise them to always come back and give back to their alma mater for the continuity of that greatness that the institution has instilled in them. The class of 1971 to 1975 did the ceremony yesterday. Let's see what happened.
They were young boys and girls, innocent and vibrant, brought together by shared providence as classmates, admitted in 1971, bonded by friendship, rivalry, and spirit of camaraderie, drawing wisdom and knowledge from the same Port African Church Grammar School, Afrograms. It's been 5 decades since they graduated in 1975, hence, this gathering is more than a reunion, but a moment of nostalgic reminiscence, and as a set under the club 715 return to give glory to God and intensify their shared purpose to serve as beacons of hope and progress for their alma mater, a citadel that shaped their destinies. The set, which has the former governor of Ogun State, Senator Ibikula Musun, as member, is regarded as a pace-setter and shining example for others to emulate, have continued to engage in impactful contributions to the school. Therefore, the 58th anniversary celebration is a platform to further enhance the good works. Former Governor Ibikula Musun could not but encourage his old classmates to continue to inspire sustained high academic and moral standards the school is reputed for.
The healthy and spirited sense of healthy rivalry to develop the schools among the sets has not only deepened alumni engagement, it has also translated into sustained infrastructural and academic advancement for the school. This legacy of giving back is truly commendable and worth preserving. As we celebrate this golden jubilee, let us review our commitment to the values that shaped us. Let us remain worthy role models for future generations and proud ambassadors of this great citadel of learning.
Dignitaries spotlight the pivotal position of All Students Association in their alma mater.
As we commission a 200-meter road equipped with the solar lights and underground clinic to commemorate the 50th anniversary celebration of our graduation from this school.
The selflessness, the commitment, you have taken it upon yourselves to do what you can to lay a blaze, chart a course for the new generation to copy. And that's why it was very important for those students to be here to see what we are doing, to learn from what we are doing, so that they too can reciprocate down the road. If that's all we achieve by this program today, we have done marvelously well.
A landmark anniversary project at the set was inaugurated while students of the school entertained the gathering with cultural performance. Some distinguished personalities were presented with awards while families of deceased members were recognized. Nta Abeokuta.
Team Kwara has emerged the champions of the 26th Democracy Anniversary and second anniversary of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's Inter-Secondary Schools Debate Championship. The Kwara State debate team had an impressive outing in keenly competitive final encounter against Team Rivers. Let's see what happened at the Olusegun Obasanjo Library where the event took place.
This will help to facilitate economic stability.
In awesome exhibition of wits, these young boys and girls stood tall with growing confidence and loud passion. They argued and marshaled their points with constructive and convincing articulation, applying debate strategies to impress the panel of adjudicators. It was indeed a close and keenly competitive encounter between worthy finalists. Team Kwara, the proponent of the motion, insurance companies have moral obligation to provide coverage for natural disasters, and the Team Rivers, the opposition to the motion. At the end, the contest ended in split decisions from the panel of 5 members adjudicators, with Kwara winning by 3-2. The national finals and awards ceremony climaxed the 26th Democracy Anniversary and second year anniversary of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's Inter-Senior Secondary Schools Debate Championship, organized by the President's Schools Debate Nigeria in conjunction with the Federal Ministry of Education.
They have seen, and the way they spoke, everybody was impressed. And those who came first, they will travel to
Singapore. Those who came second, they will go to Malaysia. Those who came third, they will go to Qatar next year to present Nigeria. So I think the debate has already achieved what the debate was established.
The finalists, Teams Kwara and Rivers, survived hot competitions from 6 contingent finalists, including Teams Sokoto, Katsina, Enugu, and Ogun. And the debaters cherished the experience they described as springboard to better future debate performance.
We have been trying and focusing on this, and this is our first time that Kwara will be winning presidential debate for senior secondary school category, and we are very, very happy for this because this is what we have been waiting for, and it comes to us.
So we've learned to improve on ourselves, on our debating skills, and believe that next time if we come, we'll do better than we have performed today. Our plan for the future is to add more to our debating skills, improve on ourselves.
Team Kwara went home with the winner's trophy and cash prize of 500,000 naira. Team Rivers went home with runners-up trophy and cash prize of 300,000 naira. And the second runners-up, Team Enugu, clinched cash prize of 200,000 naira, while Fatima Yusuf of Team Sokoto went home with the Best Speaker Award. In Abeokuta, Lagos.
Child rights activities and critical stakeholders in the education sector are advocating review of the Child Rights Act 2003 to ensure that the Nigerian child is protected from all forms of abuse and have access to education and other rights. Elizabeth Omorui reports that this was at a briefing on the spate of abuse on children and homelessness.
The issue of school closures and child vulnerability has become a pressing concern in Nigeria. This media briefing was convened to draw government's attention to the growing threats facing Nigerian children. Stakeholders are urging the federal government to take decisive action to combat child abuse and neglect, particularly in states grappling with insurgency.
The children of FCT who have been out of school for 3 months, we pray that the president and the minister of the FCT to make it as an urgent need to ensure that these children return back to school.
Concerns were also raised around adoption processes, access to healthcare and security, all of which are critical to the welfare of the Nigerian child.
More efforts need to be doubled up to ensure that there's effective justice for children, and families get justice for children who are sexually molested, children who are victims of trafficking, children who are working in the cocoa farms, working in so many, in the mining sectors, breaking, stones.
Parents and internet content creators are advised to avoid using children indiscriminately for content or personal gain, as this can expose them to predators. In Abuja, Elizabeth Omorui, NTA News.
Yes, still talking about issues that concerns children and others. We still on that. The second round of national immunization plus to curb the spread of polio virus and protect children from the life-threatening disease has been flagged off in Osun State. Kayode Oladoshu reports that the program was flagged in Ile-Ife by UNICEF, WHO, and Osun State government.
The second round of Polio National Immunization Plus in Osun is part of the holistic approach by UNICEF to achieve zero polio environment in Nigeria. For 4 days, health providers will go from house to house to administer polio vaccine to children from 6 months to 5 years across the state.
Osun State is also a priority state for us because there is a border state which we can see the virus is still there. The effort made here are crucial not just for the children in the state but for the goal of the global polio eradication.
All settlement communities, wards, local governments should bring out their children that is eligible for them to uptake this oral polio vaccine so that we can break the transmission of polio in Osun State and in Nigeria as a whole.
Earlier, the team paid an advocacy visit to the palace of Obalufe of Ife, Oba Idowu Olaniyi Adediwura, and Ataoja of Osogbo to seek their support in sensitizing their subjects.
Encourage my people to come out and make sure that you come to challenge. You mentioned the other time, but I'll tell my chiefs to assist me to give them better education so that they'll be able to give us full support.
The second round of National Immunization Plus Day will end on 1st of July 2025 in Osogbo. Kayode Oladoshu, NTA News.
We'll come back, but after this timeout. Don't go away.
Sona Malting Industries has been specially produced and packaged for the benefits of the family. Made from locally sourced sorghum, Agrovita is filling. It is nourishing, just as it is a delight. Oh yes, Agrovita staple milk is rich in magnesium and other essential vitamins and minerals. It is smooth, easy to prepare, and you can enjoy it with any soup of your choice. Egusi, ogbono, edinkaikon, atama. Mouth-watering delicacy. You can also use Sona Agrovita to bake bread, cake, and other confectionaries. Enjoy Sona Agrovita with your family. Sona Agrovita, quality products from Sona Malting Limited. Sona Agrovita, the healthy family's choice.
Welcome back, and thanks for staying tuned. And the news continues. Nigerians using the compressed natural gas, CNG, to power their vehicles are still expressing appreciation to the federal government over the initiative as more people approach the conversion centers in Abeokuta, Ogun State, to benefit from the initiative. However, some CNG users want more outlets where they can purchase the green energy into their vehicles in Abeokuta and other centers in Ogun State.
Daniel Animashaun and John Additional are transporters who have already converted their vehicles to CNG-powered energy and operate within and outside Abeokuta in Ogun State. They are also ambassadors of CNG Energy who market the initiative to friends and colleagues who are also embracing the conversion. But as good as the initiative is, vehicle owners are facing some challenges, including where to refill their cylinders. Some of them complain that they travel to far Mowe Bafu along the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway or Ogbere in Ijebu East local government to purchase the energy.
The challenges is the infrastructure is not there. The awareness is very, very high. People are converting their vehicles to CNG now, and getting the gas is now the issue. The issue of not having a place to buy gas is gradually becoming minimal, but we only have one in Abeokuta for now, which is the one in Kuto. What government can do is to ensure that investors are being encouraged to come and establish more stations in Abeokuta where people can easily just walk, drive in, get their gas, and move on to their various destinations.
It's somehow challenging for someone to get the CNG in Abeokuta a few months ago. I want to advise the government that they should increase the CNG stations to like 2 or 3.
The only difficulty are Rimbe.
What we want the government to do for us in Abeokuta is that we want more gas filling stations to prevent us from going to Mowe Bafu near Lagos to buy CNG.
It is not convenient for us at all. We want government to give us about 3 centers in Abeokuta or Shagamu or Ijebu-Ode. In Lagos, it is being sold for 230 naira. Abeokuta 404 naira. And in Ogbere, it is 380 naira.
The situation also applies to commercial motorcyclists with electric motorcycles who are also facing inadequate research centers. Now, the intended aim of introducing the green energy in Nigeria is yet to be achieved, especially in the transportation sector, as only the vehicle owners enjoy the benefits of cheaper product price, leaving their passengers to pay the same amount of transport fare with their petrol-enabled vehicles.
With many Nigerians embracing the conversion of their petrol-enabled vehicles to CNG-enabled ones in Ogun State, there is the need for more centers where they can easily go to buy the product into their vehicles. Already, there are only 2 centers where this conversion is taking place in Ogun State, and it is located in Abeokuta, which is in Ogun Central Senatorial District. It means people from Ogun East and Ogun West have to travel down to Abeokuta before they can also access these services. Yemi Dalimo, NTA News.
The need for a holistic electoral reform agenda ahead of the 2027 elections is key towards deepening the nation's democracy. Election stakeholders brainstormed the way forward at a roundtable and presentation of the report on the state of electoral integrity in Nigeria. Timothy Yusuf has the details.
Gathered here are election stakeholders comprising the election management body, political parties leaders and civil society organizations community. Convened by Yaga Africa, a state of electoral integrity in Nigeria report was unveiled. The report, among others, recommended the strengthening of INEC's operational and financial autonomy, stakeholder engagement and communication strategy.
One of the recommendations we've done is to call on the National Assembly to conclude the process of the amendments to the electoral law as well as the Constitution. We need to conclude this process early enough to guarantee the legal instruments that will be used for the next elections.
Despite Nigeria's over 2 decades of democracy, stakeholders believe that the gap between elections and democratic accountability remains wide.
When the election is getting better.
3, 2, 1, let's go!
Sona biscuits are rich in flavor, nourishment, and excitement. Grab a bite today.
At Sona Plastics, customers' needs are our priority. We give you all the attention you need. With us, our customers are king. Located at Kilometer 40, Lagos Abeokuta Expressway, Ijoko, Ogun State. Sona Plastics Limited. We're just a phone call away. Contact us through 080-2783-5332. You can reach us through any of our lines and social media handles. Sona Plastics Limited. Come, let us treat you like a king.
Welcome to a world of classical packaging. At Shanghai, our safe and hygiene dustbin ranging from the small closet bin sizes to large rollable industrial and community bin sizes. Decked with perfect functioning pedals, our paint containers are carefully prepared for their global journey, always prioritizing your safety every step of the way. Our array of various Tampa event plastic paint containers are the industry's #1, making them the most sought after choice. Proudly Nigeria.